News 8 at 5 starts now.
And we begin at 5 o'clock with what may be the most critical piece of evidence in the Delphi Murders trial.
That's right. Jurors spent today getting details on tests that prosecutors say link a gun owned by Richard Allen to the murders of Abby Williams and Libby German. Let's get right to IT Mate's Kyla Russell live in Carroll County tonight. Kyla, a big part of today's testimony has focused on testing a bullet found at the crime scene.
Yeah, that's right, Dakari. So today we heard from Melissa Oberg, who's a former forensics firearms examiner with the state police. She testified to her belief that one of the pistols found at Richard Allen's home in October of 2022 cycled through the cartridge that was found at the crime scene where Abby Williams and Libby German were found in 2017. Now, what's super interesting is she testified for several hours and she got extremely technical, explaining to the jury exactly what a cartridge is and how components within it become marked when cycled or fired through a firearm. She even demonstrated how a cartridge could be cycled through a firearm in court. She also talked quite a bit about examining the cartridge when it first came to her in 2017 when the girls had died. She said it was in good condition and didn't seem to have been outside for much time. She also showed the room photos of the marks on the cartridge from when she got it.
Kyla, this has been a contentious issue for the defense, right? This is different testing a cycled bullet as opposed to one that's been fired.
Yeah, it was something that came up quite a bit today and we talked a lot about. So here's the difference. There's a difference, like you said, between cycling and firing a firearm. When a firearm has been cycled, it actually involves just it going through, it being processed through a firearm. But firing a firearm involves pulling the trigger and a bullet being ejected. Now, Oberg explained how she chose to take a test cartridge and fire it instead of cycling it because the process makes the same marks on the cartridge, but firing it just makes the marks stronger or more noticeable. Now, the defense claims that that's comparing apples to oranges, and she did go on to say that she did end up both firing and cycling it for comparison at some point, but it's also important to note that the defense has asked to present their own witness that will kind of say that the test or the testing isn't quite accurate, and so far, Special Judge Frangol has denied that request.
Kyla, there's also a potential major development with the jury. You noticed an empty seat in the jury box this afternoon.
Yeah, that's right. So we came back after lunch around 1 o'clock this afternoon, and actually I noticed, there's normally in front of the jury box, there's normally 4 spots for alternate jurors, and there was one missing. It was a man. So I've asked a few questions about exactly what's going on here, and I'm hopeful to get answers there.
All right, that is News 8's Kyla Russell reporting from Delphi tonight. Thank you for that, Kyla. If you have missed any of our coverage of the Delphi Murders trial, we've got you covered. Just grab your phone and scan the QR code there on your screen right now. That'll take you to our website, wishtv.com. That's where you can catch up on all of the key moments.